guys, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do the review of 90 Day Fiancé. Okay, now let's get into it. Alright, we have Jay and Ashley. So Ashley goes to the barber shop, you know, where Jay hangs out, because that's the only friends he have in that racist town. So she goes there because she has questions. And the barbers who work there have the answer. So she goes in there, and of course, you know, she's telling them that, you know, all about the girl that, you know, Jay had been, you know, texting and all that. So they knew all that. And at first, you know, they were a little bit hesitant, you know. She was like, you know, any information you have, I will appreciate it. Because I know something else is going on. Because, you know, I seen where some girl had been liking some of the posts that Jay has been writing on social media. And you know, it flew up a red flag. So again, the barbers was hesitant because, you know, they didn't want to snitch on their boy Jay. But honey, when I tell you the head barber, he said, listen here, listen here. All right, let me tell you what happened. Alright, he done come up in here and disrespected my shop. Alright, Jay's cool, we were cool. You know, I even gave him a little side gig, you know, doing some tattoos. Now, I had no idea that Jay was a tattoo artist. Did y'all know that? Okay. So, he set him up with a little, you know, job to tattoo. Well, honey, this little trifling heifer come walking up in there. So this little harlot took it upon herself to go to the bathroom. And Jay followed her. Now what happened into the bathroom? Let me tell you, friends. Alright, this little harlot done gave Jay a blowjob. Now how did a tattoo lead to a blowjob? Y'all, I thought I was going to die. I said, Jay, you a nasty something. A nasty something. Alright, so the head barber was like, now listen, I know there is no sexual transaction going on in my bathroom while business hours is going on. You're supposed to be tattooing. What is going on? So the head barber man said, you got to go. So he threw Jay's ass out of there, honey, and there was a camera in the little alleyway. Honey, Mr. Barber man had Jay hemmed up. Honey, when I tell you Jay's life flashed before his eyes, honey, you know his heart was being Kool-Aid. He didn't know what was happening. Honey, Mr. Barber man said, don't you ever step foot back in here again. Take your feet, take the harlot, and both of you hit the street. All right, so they're telling, you know, Ashley all this. Obviously, Ashley, she gets upset. She starts crying. The other little barber man was trying to console her. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Ashley gets on the phone to Jay, and she was like, guess where I just come from? The barber shop. And they gave me some information about what you've been doing there. So, of course, Jay, looking dazed, confused, and delayed. Okay, he didn't know what was going on. So she was like, don't you lie to me, don't you lie to me. So he hangs up. So she keeps calling, he keeps hanging up. So Jay finally answers. And, of course, you know, he had to admit it. I mean, she seen, you know, the footage of him getting hemmed up by the barber man. Honey, scared for his life. So he came up with some cockamamie story. He might as well have told Ashley that this little harlot forced him into the bathroom and she tripped and her mouth fell on his penis. That was the same excuse that he gave her. Child, a mess. A whole mess. So, of course, Ashley, she's upset. And she's like, that's it. Okay? Pack your stuff and get out. Okay? I don't want you nowhere near me or my house. If you do not leave, if you do not get your stuff that I'm putting out on your porch, I will be calling the police. So, Ashley, You know, she calls her friend. Her friend comes over and explaining to her friend, you know, what has happened. And she was like, look, I got in contact with this harlot. Let's call her. Now, listen here, TLC producers. I don't know why y'all put on that Charlie Brown teacher voice, you know, recorder or whatever she was using to distort her voice. Honey, we don't care. I don't care nothing about this harlot. You didn't even have to distort her voice. I don't care. Honey, she gave this boy a blowjob. I don't care nothing about this girl, okay? And I don't care about Ashley. I don't feel a bit sorry for Ashley, her tears or whatever else she's going through. Let me tell you why, okay? Y'all remember her friend who told her, don't marry him? I keep bringing this up, okay? Her friend said, don't do it. What did Ashley do? Honey, she tossed her out like used tissues. And then she's sitting up there needing one. So as far as Ashley goes, oh well. Okay, this relationship was toxic, going downhill from the beginning. They had no business getting married. And this is what happens when a 30-something-year-old woman marries a 19-year-old boy from Jamaica. As we see next week, the cops are being called. So Jay got his own, honey, he done his own grave. This was just a good kiki for me. All right. Now let's move on. Let's talk about Larissa and Cole. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. All right. Larissa's out of jail and she mad as hell. Honey, Cole just don't know what to do. Cole is a fool. I am so tired of talking about Larissa and Cole. When they are having that conversation at the kitchen table and Larissa is looking at him like she could chop his head off, Cole, the only thing he could do is say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I wish this didn't happen. Well, it did happen, okay? She done went upside your head for a second time. And you doing all you can to bond her out. Just so she can sit at your kitchen table and give you the dagger eyes. Honey, she can't stand you, all right? She sat there at that table and told you, fool. Okay, she don't like you. She don't trust you. I mean, that's what she's telling you. All right? She said it in a confessional. She said, I don't trust him. Okay, he's done lied to me. He lied to me about what he told the police. Okay? They are exhausted. Okay, she done called him an a-hole. She's done disrespected him, and he's sitting up there like a fool on the stove. I don't get it. All right, she done tore up Mama Debbie's screen. She done went through Mama Debbie's stuff, but that's okay, because he don't want to talk about that. He just want to keep saying, I'm sorry. Okay, he want to dish out money. He can talk about, you know, she just all about the green card. Where you been? Where have you been, Cole? Is Cole that delusional? He is so worried about her being deported. Honey, you need to be worried about sleeping at night. That's what you need to be worried about, because, honey, she is too through with you. I would have that heifer out my house. I wouldn't trust anything about her. I would not have it. But you know, Cole, slow and foolish. What do y'all think about Cole and Larissa? Just the whole interaction was a mess. Just, ugh. All right, this is going to be short and sweet. Russ and Pal, okay? Now, Pal, she's having her baby. As you know, she did not want to have it in the hospital. She wanted a midwife and have it at home. Now, what happened to that $4.99 pool that Russ bought? She had that baby on the bed. What happened to the pool, y'all? She was like, screw the pool. I can't move. Well, this baby right here, right now. Good for her. You know, I don't think she had any pain medication. She pushed that baby out, and it was 7 pounds, what's 5 ounces? Cute little baby. They named it Axel. I like that name. And of course, here we go. The baby is fresh out her vagina and they already fussing. Okay. Pal did not like the way Russ was holding the baby's head. So Russ was like, you know, the world knows that this is how you hold a baby's head. And she was like, what world? He said, baby 101. So they go bickering back and forth. And so Russ was like, listen, you know, she don't have as much experience with the baby as I do. So she needs to just calm down and let me do what I need to do. We need to feed off each other. But child Pal, honey, she was not liking the way Russ was handling that kid. That is all I got to say about Russ and Pal. They are so boring. Just look. Let's move on to Andre and Elizabeth. Now, Andre, he has not seen his family in over a year. And he is FaceTiming with his father. And his father's coming to visit. Okay, him and Elizabeth are very excited, you know, because you know, Andre has been battling with Elizabeth's family, you know, so, you know, his dad coming will, you know, make him feel a little bit better. You know, at least he'll have some family there to, you know, a little positive spin on, you know, his relationship. You know, at least it can show a softer side of Andre. Because, honey, Andre, to me, don't have a softer side. So, Papa Andre, hurry up and get here. So, he was on his way, and then something happens with a delay with the plane, and Andre's father was stuck at New York airport. It's going to be like a long extended period of time. Now, Andre, you know, he flips out. You know, he says that his father don't know the language. He can't, you know, speak the language. You know, he don't know anything about airports. And he's just going to be up there, you know, just confused. So Andre's solution is to go ahead and book an airplane ticket and fly to New York, pick up his father, and bring him back. Now, he didn't talk to Elizabeth about all this because, you know, she's nothing, okay? It cost $600 for 15 hours because he's afraid that his father may not make it. All right, so Elizabeth was like, wait a minute now, $600? That's half of our rent. We can't afford $600. Andre wasn't having it. Andre said, this is family. I really don't care what you have to say. Not only am I going to buy this ticket, I've already bought the ticket, and ain't nothing you going to say about it. Now get in there and pack my bag. Honey, he disrespected the hell out of Elizabeth. Honey, he didn't care nothing about her. You know, now $600 ain't nothing when it comes to family. How much y'all want to bet Elizabeth took her butt in there and packed that bag? How much you want to bet? You know she did. Lord have mercy. So, of course, he ends up at the airport, and his dad seemed fine. I think his dad would have been able to make it, you know, to where they're at without Andre flipping out, spending money they don't have to go get them. So, they go out to eat, and, you know, Elizabeth is excited because, you know, Andre's dad is going to meet her family for the first time. So she's excited about that. And Andre's dad is also excited about it. Here's Andre, Mr. Negativity. Okay, Andre starts telling him about the problems he has had with Elizabeth's, you know, father, sister, just everything so negative, how they butt into their marriage, how they butt into the business. Elizabeth was like, man, why are you starting off negative? He haven't even met my family yet. Why are you bringing this up? And so he was like, okay. Andre, listen, why don't you tell your dad that you don't have a job? Why don't you tell your dad that you're living off of your pregnant wife? Why don't you tell your dad that you spent $600 that you don't have? How about that? How about you tell your dad that your father-in-law offered you a job, but but you decline because you're an idiot and your pride. How about that? Why don't you tell your dad you're a bum and that you're lazy? Since you like to just offer out information, why don't you tell it all, Andre? Man, I'm sick of Andre. I'm sick of him, and I'm sick of Elizabeth. Ugh. Let's move on. All right. Now, let's talk about Chantel and Pedro. So, Chantel meets up with Abed. Is that how you say his name? I'm sorry if I'm not saying his name right. Y'all know I can't say names right. So, she meet up with Abed. She has questions. Well, Obed has some answers. And basically, before I go into this long, drawn-out story, basically, Obed says that it was a setup, okay? That Pedro's mom and Pedro's sister, set Pedro up. They wanted Pedro to meet an American, fall in love, marry, all right, so he can get a green card and he can do some type of business. That is the bottom line, okay? Set up, all right? So, of course, Chantel is taken back by this, and so she asked Abed, was Pedro part of this? And so Abed said he did not believe Pedro was a part of this, setup. So, Chantal, she talks to her parents, and, without really telling them what Obed had told them, her parents put two and two together and was like, oh, okay, so the setup was for Pedro to marry a dumb American to get money out of him and get a green card. And, of course, Chantel was like, I don't even want to discuss it with you. Okay, why did you break it up, Chantel? You know how your parents feel. And then the parents was like, we told you not to go over there. We told you. Do you need us to go? We'll be there in 5 hours. You need me to pack my bag. What you need me to do? Chantel was like, oh my God. No, just stay at home. Let me figure it out. So, Chantel says that she appreciate what Obed, told her. But of course, she's going to talk to Pedro, about this. She wants to hear it from the horse's mouth. Now, let me ask y'all something. Comment. First of all, do you think that the sister and the mother set this up? Do you think that Pedro was a part of it? Do you think that it's all part of a scheme for foreign people to marry Americans for the money and the green card? All right? Those are simple questions. Give me a simple answer. All right? I don't think Pedro was a part of this setup. Do I think it was a setup? Yes, I do. But I don't think Pedro was part of it. We'll find out, but I don't think Pedro was a part of this setup, and I think that it was one. I think that the mother and the sister had ulterior motives, and we'll see what the turnout will be. So, they did not show Nicole this week. They didn't show her last week. Thank you, TLC producers. Much appreciated. But anyway, guys, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.